Hello, in this recording, I will be going over the Unit 6 graded assignment. So first things first, you need to open up GIMP. Now in this Unit 6 project, you will not be using an image from your course resources. This is the only unit where you're going to actually create your own file. So we're going to start this project by clicking the File menu and then clicking New. So once you have GIMP opened, click File, New, and here we're going to click the template drop-down list and we're going to select 800 by 600 and click OK. Now we're going to save our project as always. So we're going to click File, Save As. You'll want to navigate to your image design folder, wherever that may be. You might have it on your C drive, you might have it on your desktop. Wherever you have saved your image design folder, you're going to go there, and then in your course resource files, you're going to create a Unit 6 folder. Now, I already have a Unit 6 folder, but you most likely will not. So what you'll do is create a folder. You can just type Unit 6 and then hit Enter. Here you can type the name of this image is going to be fruit. And we're going to be creating a whole bunch of fruit, and just click Save. And now we're ready to begin drawing. So in Unit 6, we are going to create an image by drawing free-handed. So to set up this project, we're going to first start by creating 3 new layers. So if you remember to create layers, we're going to click the Layer menu and then New Layer. We're going to name this new layer Banana. We want it to be transparent, so we're going to click Transparency and click OK. We're going to repeat these steps to create 2 more layers. We're going to name these layers Apple. Make sure it's still set to transparency. Click OK. And our third layer, we're going to name Orange. Make sure it's transparent as well and click OK. Over here in our layers list, you see we have our transparent orange layer. We know it's transparent because of the little black and gray checks, our apple layer and our banana layer. Now first, we are going to work on the banana layer. So be sure that you select the banana layer. You don't want the apple layer or the orange layer selected. Make sure that banana layer is selected so that we're drawing just on that banana layer. So to draw our banana, we're going to first, over in our toolbox, select the paintbrush. Now down in the bottom right dock in our brushes list, we're going to select the Pixel 3x3 brush. Now back over in our tool options, we're going to change our brush size to 15. The next step, in the toolbox, we're going to click the foreground color button to open this foreground color window. And here we're going to change the color to choose a color for the banana. Now you don't have to choose the same color that I choose. If you want to choose a different color, that is completely fine. So you can see that I've changed my color to a yellow color. And now we're ready to begin drawing our banana. Once again, be sure that you have that banana layer selected. And now in my image window, I'm just going to click and drag the paintbrush to draw an outline of the banana. Now it does not have to be perfect. We can make corrections as we go. The only thing we need to make sure is that all lines are connected. So I'm going to draw just a little outline of a banana. And make sure that all of my lines are connected. Now you can see Mrs. Brown's is not perfect. You are drawing with your mouse. Some of us are a little better at this than others, and that's totally fine. So our next step we're going to do is we're going to fill in the color of this banana. We're going to do this a little differently than we did in Unit 5 when we filled in color with our tracing. In Unit 6, we learn a new skill using our Fuzzy Select tool. So in the toolbox, we're going to click the Fuzzy Select tool. It looks like a little candle. If you hover over the image, it will say Fuzzy Select tool. Now, to use this tool, we're going to click inside the banana's outline. And you'll notice that some black dots will appear inside of our banana. And this is our selection. You want to make sure that they're inside your banana. Now we're going to, in the toolbox, we're going to use our zoom tool, and we're going to draw a selection around our banana. And this will allow us just to have our banana in view. If you mess up on your zooming, you can get back to your original image by clicking View, Zoom, and you can go down here to 100% to get back. All right. Our next step, we are going to grow our selection. So what this does is that it makes sure that there's no white space between our selection and our outline. So we're going to click our Select menu, come down to Grow, and you can start with 1 and continue growing, but I'm going to grow by 3. And notice what happens to our dotted lines. They're going to grow into our outline. And now there's no white space between our selection and the border of our banana. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to go back to our paintbrush tool. In the Brushes tab, we're going to select our Pixel 3x3 brush. And on the foreground color, you want to make sure you still have the color of your banana. And you can make your paintbrush larger or smaller. And we're going to choose a size that you think will work for coloring in the banana. Now you'll notice you cannot color outside of the banana. You can't color outside of the selection. So that's really handy because you can use a really large brush and make coloring inside of the banana a rather fast task. So there you have it. The banana is filled in. All right, now we are ready to do some little detail work on our banana. So the inside of the banana should still be selected. And your banana should be colored in. Once your banana is finished being colored in, we're going to get rid of this selection so that we can do some more work on this banana. We're going to click the Select menu and then None to get rid of the selection. Notice what happens. You're going to see the selection disappear. And there you go. We're almost done with the banana. Here we're going to use the eraser tool just to shape up our banana a little bit more. So in the toolbox, you're going to click the pink eraser. Now I would strongly encourage you, make sure you have the Pixel 3x3. I would encourage you to make sure that your your eraser is not huge. If you have a huge eraser, you'll see the little square outline is the size of your eraser. When you erase, it's going to be really large. So here, what you can do, and I'm actually going to zoom in just a little bit more on our banana, you are going to kind of just shave, whoops, see, Mrs. Brown just messed up my zoom. I didn't go back to my eraser tool. So if you do that, no worries. You can go to View, Zoom, 100%, and you can start again with your banana in view. Okay, so make sure you're on your eraser tool, and now you're ready to erase. So what you're going to do here is you're going to go around the banana's edge just to adjust the banana's shape and make it a little, just fine tune the shape of the banana. Now remember, Mrs. Brown is not great for perfect images. You do your best. When you're zoomed in on the banana, it makes it much easier to kind of have a steady hand. Working with the edge of this banana. So adjust the edges of this banana till you have it just how you like it. And if you make any mistakes and you want to undo them, just click Edit, Undo, and go back to where you'd like to be. Now I'm pretty happy with the shape of my banana for now. You can be as detailed as you like. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do a save. I don't want to lose my work. Go ahead and do a save as well. And we are done with drawing our banana free-handed. So in this section, you should have created the apple, orange, and banana layers, used the paintbrush tool to draw and color a banana using that fuzzy select tool inside of the banana, and then fine-tune the shape of your banana. All right, my friends, now we are ready to continue on drawing without tracing more shapes. Next, we're going to go to our apple and then our orange. All right, to continue the project, we're going to now be working on the apple layer. So in your layers list, select the apple layer. You do not want to be working on the banana layer or the orange layer or the background layer. You want to be on that apple layer. And the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to zoom back in to 100% just so that we don't have a super large banana. And I'm also going to hide my banana by clicking the eye icon next to the banana. That way I only have my apple in view. So in the toolbox, we're going to go back to our paintbrush tool. We're going to go back to our Pixel 3x3 brush. And we're going to put this down. I'm going to go down to about 10. And we're going to change the foreground color button to pick a color for the apple. Your apple can be whatever color you'd like, whatever size you'd like. Your apple does not need to look like mine. It should be like your apple. And then on the canvas, you're going to now click and drag the paintbrush to draw the outline of the banana. Remember, it doesn't matter where you draw the banana. We're going to be moving these objects around later. And it doesn't matter if it's perfect. If you need to make changes, you can always select Edit, Undo. The only thing you need to make sure of is that your lines are connected, and that's because we're going to use that foreground color button again. Okay, so you can see I even made some little kind of corrections to my apple shape there. So moving on, we're going to go back to that fuzzy select tool. We're going to click inside our white space to create that selection. We're now going to grow by clicking the select menu and grow. Now, the rule of thumb is to start with 1, but I already know that if I go 3, I'm not going to go outside of my outline, but I'm going to be just where I want to be. I'm going to select my paintbrush tool again, and I'm going to increase the size of my brush because I know with my selection I cannot color outside of my selection. So I can have a large brush and get the job done. Whoops, if you did what I just did, that's okay. Oh man, you guys, Mrs. Brown just did something as a teaching moment. I moved my tool options where I don't want them, so I'm going to have to reset those after class. I will actually do it right now. So we're going to click Edit, Preferences, Window Management, Reset. Make sure I save my image. I'm going to exit out of GIMP. I'm going to come back into GIMP. And get back to my single window mode. And I'm fixed. I'm going to open up my fruit image. Whew. I'm back in action. Okay. So now we're going to get back here with my paintbrush to my red color. I am going to now increase the size of my brush so that I can paint fast inside. Oops, and you can see that I'm not on the correct brush size, you guys. Hit reset it. I'm going to get back to that pixel 3x3 and my paintbrush. And now I'm going to color in. Hopefully you won't have any boo-boos there like I did. My apple is colored all in. When your apple is all colored in, you'll simply click the select menu and then none to deselect the selection there. Now we're ready to use our eraser tool to make some fine tunes. If you remember how we did that, we click the zoom tool. We're going to draw a selection around our apple. And then I can use my eraser tool. I don't want a large eraser because I'll make huge erase marks. So I'm going to come down to a smaller size and I'm just going to fine tune. Notice when you have zoomed in, it's much easier to make these corrections here. And that's going to be my apple. So once you're done, you can get back to 100% so that your apple is not so large on your screen. And we are ready to save again. We want to always save our work. And we're ready to move to our orange layer. So I'm going to go ahead and open my banana just to look what they look like kind of together. And now I'm going to go to my orange layer. Make sure you're on your orange layer. Hide the apple and the banana. Be sure you're on that orange layer. Now we're going to go back to our paintbrush tool. And we're going to make sure we're on our pixel 3x3 brush. And we're going to change the foreground color to a color we want our orange to be. And here, we're going to continue drawing our fruit, you want your brush size to be a good size to draw, and you're going to draw the outline of an orange. Remember, it does not matter where you are. It does not matter where you are on the canvas, because you are going to move these objects around later. The only thing you need to make sure is that your lines are connected, and that's because the next step is to click that select menu, get in your white space, and grow your outline. Go by 3. And then if you remember, we're just repeating these steps. We're going to get back to our paintbrush. You can increase the size of your brush here to color inside the orange. The cool thing about that fuzzy select tool is you can go outside the lines, but you're not outside the lines. You'll only color in that selection. So once you've done that, we can zoom in on our orange. Just draw a selection around the orange. And we can go to our eraser, definitely get that eraser size down. And we're going to make some, oops, I skipped a step. Select none. We want to get rid of that selection so that we can actually work outside of our orange. You can fine tune the outside of your orange just how you like it. All right, I'm going to come over to this side. And there I have my orange. I'm now going to save. I don't want to lose the work that I've done. I'm going to view and I'm going to zoom back into 100%. I'm going to turn on my apple and my banana layers just to see the fruit that I have, if they're stacked on top of each other. No worries, in this unit you learn how to move your objects around. That is the end of this first recording. Look for part 2 where we will continue on with the fruit project.